Football's definitely made me grow my confidence and my own self-esteem. Being on your period, it's hard to get up and play football because you feel like you just want to stay in bed. It's just such a common feeling, I need to hide that, I don't want anyone to see that. It's a bit of a barrier. My dad's a huge football fan and he sort of got me and my brother into football. It's been a big part of my life.
We'd go on holiday and go off looking for a field to kick a ball around in.
Or even on the beach or anything.
The beach or anything, just to play football together. Used to drive your mum mad, didn't it?
Yeah.
When my son stopped playing, I thought that was the football over. And he sort of come up to me and says, "Oh, actually, Dad, I want to give this a go." I thought, "Oh, brilliant." And he got into the Arsenal college. That was really proud. That was a proud moment as well. I love that. All my dreams are coming true.
My college is based at the Arsenal Hub. I'm studying sports science and coaching. It's just a big sense of community. The lessons you learn in playing football where you do get beat and you can come back from that, you can match that in other life scenarios where you just know not to give up and to just keep trying.
The plan for today is, just so you know what each game is going to be. We're going to start off with a little warm-up.
The amount of times I was on my period and I was scared about leaking, it happened to me and I was wearing grey shorts once.
I worry that people are going to look at me and think, oh my gosh, she's late.
You never know what boys are going to think, you don't know if they'll understand.
I don't really have many female friends, so I don't have anyone that actually experiences it to talk to.
I don't know much about it at all. I'm kind of interested to learn stuff about it, because if you understand it, you know how to help them through it.
Talking about periods shouldn't be something to be scared of, but I think it's one of them things where we'll speak about it with each other, but with a boy, I don't think any female would just do that.
Have you got college tomorrow?
Yeah. I'm doing my period workshop. I'm quite nervous because it will be mixed with the boys and the girls.
I understand why you'd be a bit uncomfortable. It's not really something that comes up in conversation. I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't actually know how to talk about it. But at the end of the day, if you can talk to a girl about it, then why can't you talk to a boy about it?
Yeah. I feel like once I'm in there, I won't be.
No, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Okay. Everyone ready? So, everyone, welcome. How can we tackle barriers that exist in sport and encourage people to play on through their periods? Obviously, we've got boys, girls in here together. So perhaps you have different experiences. So share ideas, educate each other. Let's just have a little discussion on your tables.
Okay, guys. What do we think?
I think you should be taught it young. If you're taught it young, it's not something that will be crazy when you grow up. It's just something.
Yeah, true. When you was in primary school, the girls got separated from the boys and we got taken into our own classroom to learn about periods. When we went back in there, we was all a bit embarrassed.
Put them together. So they're either going to be that and they're all going to be that.
If you leak through your shorts in front of all those people, what would you think?
I would think, get me off this pitch.
Yeah.
It's going to affect their game.
100%.
But they're not going to be focused on the game, they're just going to be focused on
their mindset
the embarrassment,
would be different, yeah.
basically.
Okay, so embarrassment.
Yeah.
Some might feel
Guilty.
Why would you feel guilty?
Because I feel like they've ruined a pair of shorts and such. If it's white, it's a bit harder to get stains out.
We do not need to be fearful of a blood stain on shorts. So rinse it. Run the stain under cold water, crucially, okay? If you do it in hot water, it sets the stain, which means it doesn't come out. Then pre-treat it with a detergent, and then you're gonna put it on a cold wash.
The amount of clothes I've gone through it's actually
and underwear.
it's crazy.
We believe that in order to live life to the fullest, you have to get stuck in and give it your all. And it's okay if you get a little bit dirty doing that. And particularly for us, when we realised that, 67% don't know how to wash and remove period stains. For us, it's a huge number.
I think that boys are being brought up in an environment where they've been kept away from it, and what they don't know, they're gonna tease, or they're gonna be ignorant towards. And those are the things you want to break down. Very good. When people ask me, well, why you're doing this campaign, I said, well, if it helps guys who might say, yeah, I like Ian Wright, I like what Ian Wright says, and they start talking about it, that's how you do it. That's how you break it down.
I think these lovely people have a few questions.
Who wants to ask first?
Go on.
Then, just pipe in.
How can we normalise the conversation about periods with younger boys in a school environment?
Doing it with boys and girls together is a massive help, especially as somebody who went to an all-boys school. I didn't know anything about the menstrual cycle till I was in my teens, man, 14. So the sooner you can get people together, the earlier you can get people together to speak about it, speak honestly about it, because boys might have questions and ideas that they want to ask, and then you've got girls there with the resources to be able to tell them. And like I say, you're in a safe space to talk about it, so you feel confident enough to talk about it. So what I would always say is be open. If you was a girl and the guy started talking about it, you ask a question and he knew answers, would that be impressive to you?
100%, yeah. Educated man.
You heard from here first, guys. You heard it here.
In a world where period stains were completely normal, I feel like everyone would feel more free playing, because even if they have leaked, it's like it's normal. Like, you can just carry on as you were.
Hi guys. Hi. Hello. Was it insightful for you guys to hear a little bit more about it? Yeah.
I knew absolutely nothing at the start. So it was
Have you got sisters?
Nah, just an older brother. But I never learned it in school or anything. So it was all new.
Do you have advice for young girls playing on their periods?
Like you guys, when I was younger, I probably thought it was a bit of a scary thing and didn't want to talk about it and found it embarrassing. But as I get older, I think that it is what it is. It's just a period. I think normalising it, speaking about it.
But that's why it's good, from a younger generation, you guys are changing the way we see it. Removing the stigma makes it so much easier to talk about, because, yeah, we all go through the same things.
All of us plan ahead and see if it does land on a big game, and then if it does, just preparation, tell each other we're gonna have our period, tell the doc, physios.
Hearing female footballers openly talk about their periods makes it so much easier for the younger generation, because if they can speak about it so openly, then why can't we? On a muddy day, you'll be covered in grass stains, mud stains, just head to toe, just everything. Period stains are slightly different, which they shouldn't be. No one can judge you for being on your period. You just shouldn't be embarrassed about it. You should just be confident and know that everyone goes through this.